A 40-page report that was released only to the Hearne City Council at a meeting last night has made its way to our newsroom. News 3's Whitney Miller has been combing through that report and joins us now in the studio. Whitney?
Well, Carla, a hired auditor says there is no evidence of fraud by officials in the city of Hearne, but questionable practices by a former city manager and the mayor fill most of the report. Wasted taxpayer dollars, intimidation, and poor procedures are just a few of the conclusions detailed in a 40-page financial audit ordered by the city of Hearne. At a meeting Tuesday night, a majority of the council, including the mayor, voted to have the report released.
You wasted $120,000, but I want the citizens to see exactly what they're getting, so I am voting yes.
Against the judgment of the chief investigator, Ed Martin, who wanted to wait until it could be reviewed by a lawyer.
I just wanted to have an attorney look at it. That's all. It wasn't anything to hide anything.
Through a number of interviews, auditors with Sage Investigations found that some actions by former city manager Pee Wee Drake and current mayor Ruben Gomez were questionable, and employees may have been coerced to violate city policy. In the report, investigator Martin writes, the liberties taken were damaging to the trust level of the citizens. The bulk of the report details alleged abuses of power by the city's mayor, but does not make specific determinations on whether those reports were true. It also specifically details allegations that Alma's restaurant and 2 residents were allowed extensions or adjustments to their utility bills because of their relationship with the mayor. Gomez denied these allegations to auditors and says he sent any concerns about utility bills to former city manager Drake. Throughout the document, interim city manager John Nairn and the city's new chief financial officer are praised for improving safeguards and introducing systems that work to limit the city's liabilities. Now, the audit also addresses bookkeeping by the Hearne Economic Development Corporation, a nonprofit funded in part by Hearne sale taxes, saying the corporation's investments were not easily measured, and in several cases, this allowed the city's investments to perform poorly without repercussions. Now, full copies of the report have been leaked onto some social media sites, but tonight it's not clear when the council will release a redacted version for the public to see. For now, in the News Center, we can go.
Thank you, Whitney. Now, in addition to the release of the audit, the City Council deadlocked on a vote Tuesday night to set a date for a general and special election. The deadlock stemmed from concerns about the special election, which would put a recall of Councilman Roderick Jackson on the ballot. Jackson claims that petition was done illegally. That decision to set a date will now go to a county judge.